Our main concern is, as always, to support women through pregnancy and through early parenthood, to promote positive outcomes where we can and to provide peer support where there are complications, as has always been the mission at Babystepps.
So you're asking for protection for pregnant frontliners, but in response, the Director of Public Health, Dr. Bharti, has said that there's no conclusive evidence to suggest that the virus can be contracted while in the womb. So does this not allay any of the charity's fears in regards to these frontline workers?
We're incredibly grateful to Dr. Bharti for all the work that he's doing in no doubt extremely challenging circumstances. We ask him to heed the guidance from the specialists at the Royal College of Obstetricians and Gynaecologists and the Royal College of Midwives as well. They're keeping abreast of the very rapidly evolving research in this field. Just 2 days ago, they updated their guidelines to reflect newer evidence that it is likely that in some cases the baby can be exposed to the virus in utero. And obviously we don't have any long-term data to be able to say what effects this may or may not have longer term. It's encouraging that most of the data suggests that COVID-19 is not as much of a concern in pregnancy as previous similar viruses were, like SARS and MERS. But there is an increased likelihood of prematurity. And unfortunately, in Gibraltar, we often have to rely on neonatal intensive care services in Spain. And this obviously adds a layer of complication that we would do well to avoid as far as possible.
So following your campaigning, what do you think would be the ideal outcome?
So what we'd like to see is that the guidelines from the Royal College of Obstetricians and Gynaecologists and the Royal College of Midwives be fully implemented here in Gibraltar. Our frontline workers and our key workers are already tasked with so much, and we as a community are incredibly grateful to them all, but we should not be making them expose their babies unnecessarily. The recommendations from the RCOG and the RCM are that all women beyond 28 weeks gestation should stay at home and work from there if that's a possibility, and that those at earlier gestations should be given the choice to make their own decision as to whether they will continue to attend their place of work or whether they stay at home.
And as a charity that supports parents and families, what can Babystepps offer perhaps new mums or families who are struggling while in lockdown?
So in terms of the support that we can offer as volunteers, as always, our inbox is open. We continue to support parents through difficult times, mums with mental health concerns or those who have suffered pregnancy losses. Unfortunately, these things obviously continue regardless of the current pandemic. And we continue to be available, albeit remotely now, to anyone who needs a listening ear or support from somebody who's been there themselves. We are trained to listen. We can sometimes offer suggestions or practical advice, but where it comes to medical issues, we will always defer to our health colleagues. We will always encourage parents to get in touch with the midwife or the health visitor or their doctor, and to always follow the recommendations of the specialists. In terms of managing anxiety, if that is an issue that is coming up for parents or prospective parents, then we recommend the free app Mind the Bump. It's designed specifically for pregnant mothers and their partners to use during pregnancy and after, during their baby's infancy, and it provides mindfulness meditation just to support with managing some of those anxious feelings and thoughts.